A wild feminist confronts Donald Trump, and what he does next is absolutely savage. You guys have got to check this out.
Go ahead.
Okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can prove me wrong, but I don't think that you're a friend to women.
I knew I shouldn't have picked her. All right, so let me give you that answer right now. I respect women incredibly. I have had women working for me in positions that they've never worked in terms of construction, in terms of so many different jobs. I had a woman who was in charge of the building of Trump Tower many years ago, before anybody would have even thought of it, and did a fantastic job. I have given women more opportunity than I would say virtually anybody in the construction industry. I have a daughter named Ivanka and a wife named Melania who constantly want me to talk about women's health issues because they know how I feel about it, and they know how I feel about women. I respect women. I love women. I cherish women. You know, Hillary Clinton said he shouldn't cherish. Well, I said, I do cherish. I cherish women. My mother was one of the great people of the world, maybe the greatest ever, my mother. I respect women, and I'm going to take care of women. You know, Jeb Bush didn't want to fund women's health issues. You read that. You saw that. And then he took it back later. I will take care of women, and I have great respect for women, and I do cherish women, and I will take care of women. And I'll take care of us also from the enemy, meaning the enemy on different shores that's looking to come in and do numbers. Believe me, I will take care of the people in this country far better than any of the folks that you're looking at right now. That I can tell you. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not looking to the right.
Oh, I thought it was finished.
Is it on? Okay. I want to get paid the same as a man, and I think you understand that. So, if you become president, will a woman make the same as a man, and do I get to choose what I do with my body?
Look at the power pose on this girl right here. She thinks that she just dumped Trump. She thinks that she just checkmated him. Game over. I know everything about this girl just by this look right here.
You're going to make the same if you do as good a job. You're going to make the same if you do as good a job.
So I think Trump did a great job kind of dealing with this situation, even though it was a hostile question and this girl was trying to put him on the spot and get him razzled. But he did a great job keeping his cool, not getting reactive to it, and answering truthfully, which is that Trump has done a tremendous work elevating women to positions of authority in his own company. His track record for dealing with female employees and in promoting them to positions that are important roles in his company is there for everybody to see, right? I mean, if they want to try to stick him with being a misogynist because of the odd off-color joke or remark that they could try to catch him with or something, okay, then there's no winning, because God knows everybody's guilty of that. And they're going to find something. If they're looking for it, they'll find it. But I think it's more important to look at what Trump has actually done rather than what he said, or what he said in a joking context, to really see where does he stand and what is his position on women and women's rights and women's equality. And it's plain to see that this guy is not the woman-hating misogynist that the left is trying to paint him as.
A lot of these people, they just like slapping labels on you because it helps them feel better about themselves. They must know deep down Donald Trump is not a woman hater, because statistically, he is probably the biggest woman lover of anyone in the construction industry. And even in the political sphere, the people that he appoints, he doesn't just check a box. Oh yeah, one Filipino woman, one man that's Mexican. No, he doesn't care about any of that. All that he cares about, the single focus he had as president, was get the best person qualified for this position. That's it. How is this not common sense in the world? Why do we feel like we need to check a box in order to be successful in something? Because doing it that way is so much more liberating, because it actually gives everyone a fair and equal chance at success.
Trump became invincible to the media, right? Most people, most politicians on the right and left would take a question from a feminist activist like this and immediately start trying to defend themselves, very almost like overreacting to it, and getting on the back foot a little bit, and it would make them look guilty, it would make them look weak. Trump, he doesn't care. He's like, oh, what, you think that I don't treat women right? Well, you're wrong. Screw you. He doesn't need to play into their worldview and to play their game of virtue signaling. And this is what was so refreshing about him. I mean, he didn't give a crap what people thought. He was genuinely himself. Trump's abilities as a spontaneous speaker, being able to deal with people that he's debating, being able to deal with hecklers, protesters, or even just people asking difficult confrontational questions like this, was really what made him stand out in the 2016 primary, and what continues to make him stand out across the whole pantheon of politicians from D.C. They can't do it like he can do it. They can't handle these kinds of moments. They can't exude this kind of energy that's like this bulletproof energy. And, and I think it's because he comes from a different background, a different world. He comes from the world of business and entrepreneurship and finance and making deals with people and being strong and aggressive in a business context where you got to have a poker face and you have to have a thick skin. People are trying to screw you. You're trying to get the best deal. You're fighting for your interest. And in order to do that, you need to be strong and stable and have a thick skin. And this translates very well to politics and the political arena, as we see with Trump's meteoric rise and his seeming inability to be taken down by cancel culture. He's been deflecting bullets his whole career here.
If you can make it in the real estate business in New York, I think you can make it anywhere. Even politics is nothing compared to that. This is dog eat dog. It is a ruthless business. And Donald Trump not only competed, he freaking thrived. He set the standard. And it just makes you think, how would other politicians do in that same scenario? You think Joe Biden would have the mental acuity to keep up with Donald Trump and the stuff that he's done in his life? Even Joe Biden at his best could not hold a candle to what Donald Trump has been able to do. And that's why we need him back in the office. We need somebody with the mental acuity. We need someone with the sharpness to deal with Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Rocket Man from North Korea. We need Donald Trump back because he brings common sense back into the White House. And another thing about Donald Trump is that he always speaks just off the cuff. He doesn't read from a script 95% of the time. That just goes to show how sharp that this man is. Because that is a hard thing to do. And he does it for hours at a time. That's why I love this dude. We got to bring common sense back to the White House. And that's what we're going to do come November. But let me know your thoughts on this down below. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. And wish you guys nothing but the best. Till next time.